Hello viewers, this is Dang GH YouTube channel. My name is Dennis. Today I'll just keep it simple. I'm just telling you areas where you should be expecting the CBT questions to come from. So today I'll be doing part B. I'll teach you topics and certain things you should know about the part B of the CBT questions. Where it will come from, how it will be set, and what you need to know concerning the part B of the CBT exam. So just subscribe to the channel and don't forget to share the video so that your friends who are also preparing to write the test can have access to it. The first thing you should know concerning the exam is the composition of the exams. When we talk of CBT, how many questions, where will those questions come from, any topics that I should know? That is what I'm going to teach you today. So we have something that we call future nurse, standards of proficiency for registered nurses. And what this document or this file teaches is that before you can be considered as a registered nurse in the UK, you should know the skills and whatever is in this document, and you should demonstrate that you can perform those tasks and execute those skills in your practice. You being an international nurse, they need to test you on these things. That is where the CBT test comes in. So we are going to test you to see whether you meet these standards that they've set for registered nurses to practice in the UK. This file teaches 7 platforms. It means that your CBT test that you'll be writing, the questions will come under these 7 platforms. And beside the platform, you also have Annex A and Annex B. Annex A talks about your nursing skills, management skills, communication skills. You being as nurse, as a leader, you need to demonstrate that you can communicate with staff, you can manage resources, and so on. Those one comes under management skills. Then we have Annex B. Annex B talks about the nursing skills. So what you need to know as a nurse, as a trained nurse, your skills when it comes to the nursing aspect. You take every platform, they outline what you need to know under that platform. Then topics that you should know under that platform, and what you need to do to demonstrate that you understand that platform very well. Put this, and you know the topics, you know what to do, then it means that immediately you see the question, you know they are talking about this, and this is what is required of me. So the correct answer is this. I'm teaching you this because it is not always that you get past questions. There are times you meet new set of questions. So if you rely solely on past questions and you get to the point where questions are being changed or paraphrased, or you meet new set of questions, it means that you fail the test. That is why I'm teaching you this so that you get to know the concept, the rationale, what is expected of you, topics you should know, how UK nursing is being practiced. And that is very, very, very important, because what you do in your country might not be the standard when it comes to nursing in the UK. Platform 1, being an accountable professional, Platform 2, promoting health and preventing ill health. 3, assessing needs and planning care. 4, providing and evaluating care. 5, leading and managing nursing care and working in teams. So nursing is a teamwork, know that. 6, improving safety and quality of care. Safety is very, very paramount when it comes to nursing practice in the UK. Then 7, coordinating care. If you are being a manager, how do you coordinate care within teams? You should know that. Then Annex A, we have communication and relationship management skills. So that one is Annex A. And then Annex B is the nursing procedures that I was talking about. So let's go to each platform and see how it is entered. Within this file or what you see on your screen, there will be some underlined keywords. Make sure you read about those keywords. Very, very necessary. So I'll get to that point and I'll explain it to you. So this is just introduction and all that. Let's go to platform 1. So platform 1 talks about being an accountable professional. Being an accountable professional. So what does it mean? It means that registered nurses act in the best interest of people, putting them first, and providing nursing care that is person-centered. So the person-centered has been repeated again. So if you don't know what person-centered care is, it means you need to search and read on it. Then safe and compassionate. They act professionally at all times and use their knowledge and experience to make evidence-based decisions. So what we mean by evidence-based decisions? You need to, all right. They communicate effectively, are role models for others, and are accountable for their actions. Registered nurses continually reflect on their practice and keep abreast of new and emerging development in nursing, health, and care. All right. So that is the explanation of being an accountable professional. When they say you should be an accountable nurse or professional, this is what they mean. They will go deeper and explain to you things that you need to know or you need to do to demonstrate that you are an accountable professional and what topics you should read on. Let's scroll down and you get the gist of it. So outcomes. The outcomes set out below reflect the proficiencies for accountable professional practice that must be applied across the standards of proficiency for registered nurses are described in platforms 2 to 7 in all care. All right. Now, at the point of registration, the registered nurse will be able to, it means that before you be registered and have your license to practice as a nurse in the UK, you should be able to 1.1, understand and act in accordance with the code. Sorry. So they are now talking about the NMC Code of Conduct. And you see that one underlined. It means that you should read the NMC Code of Conduct and understand it very well. That is what it means. Because they said at the point of registration, before you can be registered as a nurse in the UK, you'll be able to understand. So now the CBT test will make sure that you are being tested on the understanding of the NMC Code of Conduct. All right. The next one, understand and apply relevant legal, regulatory, and governance requirements, policies, and ethical frameworks, including any mandatory duties to areas of practice, blah, blah, blah. Next, understand and apply the principles of courage, transparency, and the professional duty of candor. It means that you should read on the professional duty of candor underlined. So if you don't know what that is, and you go and meet a question on it, it means you wouldn't know. Let me just put a question on the screen for you so that you see where the professional duty of candor reflects in some of the past questions. So what you see now is a past question on professional duty of candor. So it means that if you don't know what that is, And mind you, they can paraphrase the question, twist it, and do whatever they want to do with it. But as far as you've read Professional Duty of Candor, you understand it and know how to apply it in circumstances, there's no way you'll fail the exams. Just go through this, make sure you read them. Then most importantly, if there are certain underlying topics, you'll be able to read on it, and if possible, once they come in the exams, you'll be able to answer. So it goes on. We have platform 2, promoting health and preventing ill health. We have another platform. So that's what it means. Topics: demography, genomics. Genomics is one area where you get questions on. Very, very important. So look at 2.4, identify and use appropriate opportunities, making reasonable adjustments when required. So what it means by reasonable adjustment is, if you read Equality Act, you see where they mention reasonable adjustment. So just make sure you know certain things. Health literacy underlined, one area where you get questions most often. Health literacy. So what it basically means is having knowledge about health and its information, and using that information to make health-related decisions. So being able to maybe read and write, get access to health-related information, and based on that information, you can make a decision about your own health and all that. So that is what health literacy is about. There's another aspect which talks about health economics. So just look for that one also. So it goes on and on. We have platform 3. They will also explain it to you. Platform 4. All right. Evaluating, providing and evaluating care. So that is platform 4. So that is how it is. 5, leading and managing nursing care and working in teams. So this is where you learn to be accountable, and you have to delegate appropriately. So it talks about that one. Then they play an active and equal role in the interdisciplinary team, collaborating and communicating effectively with range of colleagues. So communication should be key. Then know when to make appropriate referral to other team members. That is very, very important. When it comes to that aspect, what you need to know is you should be able to know each team member, their role. So if we talk about nurse, if you talk about tissue viability nurse, if you talk about podiatrist, what's their role? Do you get it? Or their job description? Just read on those aspects. Human factors, another question that comes a lot, especially for midwives. So take notes. This is for mental health nurses and adult nurses, or all the nursing categories. I'll do a second video that will look at the midwifery CBT as well. Then platform 6, improving safety and quality of care. What you need to do, I mean, they will tell you. So if you look at 6.2, understand the relationship between safe staffing levels. Another one key area that most questions do come from. Appropriate skill mix. So if you know all these things, right, there's no way you fail the test, to be honest. Nursing in the UK is quite amazing because you have to know more, think a lot, read more. I know it's a lot, but this is where you want to practice. Then 7, coordinating care. Now, look at the later part. They contribute to process of organizational change through an awareness of local and national policies. So, organizational change. Learn that one a lot. So, I was talking about health economics. Here it is. Organizational change, health economics, building a business case. Read more on it. When we are done with the platform, that is platform 1 to 7, the annexes is also very important. That one is, it gives you more detailed information about whatever they've done, right? So if you look at Annex A, which is about communication and relationship management skills, what you need to know about that one. So actively listen, recognize and respond to verbal and nonverbal cues. 1.2, use prompts and positive verbal and nonverbal reinforcement. 1.3, use appropriate nonverbal communication, including touch, eye contact, and personal space. 1.4, make appropriate use of open and closed questioning. So there's this past question where they talk about which of the following is a open-ended question or closed-ended question. So it means that once you read this, you get to know that there's something about open and closed questioning. Now look at 1.8. Write accurate, clear, legible records and documentation. You get question on this, bet me. Watch the previous video. There are past questions on this. So write accurate, clear, legible records and documentation. So it means that whenever you are doing documentation, it should be accurate. Just write as it is. Don't falsify. It should be clear. Someone should be able to read and all that. So just take note of that one. That is what it means. So this comes under Annex A and B. The moment you know, if you look at 3, that is another area where you see where the major deal is. We have something about motivational interview techniques, solution-focused therapies, reminiscence therapies. So reminiscence therapies has been coming a lot. That is used for people with dementia. So it has been coming a lot. De-escalation strategies and techniques, it has been coming. Cognitive behavioral therapy technique has been coming. Once you read this, it gives you the idea that this is something that I should know before I sit for the exams. In case I don't get past questions, at least I'll have fair idea of what these topics or what these mean. Just to let you know, you are not learning just for the exams. This is something that you put into practice. So if you think that I just want to learn the past questions and go off my way, you meet them again. So it is better for you to get to know these things before you practice. All right. That is what comes under Annex A. Then Annex B will give you a clear view of nursing and what you need to know when it comes to the nursing practice itself. For instance, we have mental health and well-being status. So what you need to know on that one, physical health. So for example, symptoms and signs of deterioration and sepsis. So it means that at the exam, they can ask you of signs of sepsis. Do you get it? So that is how it is. So 29. collect and observe sputum, urine, stool, and vomit specimens, undertaking routine analysis, and interpreting findings. There has been questions on how to collect specimen, the appropriate method or the procedure, and that one was I think urine. There has been past questions. Now, if you're able to know these things, 2.11, recognize and respond to signs of all forms of abuse. So it means that you need to know all the types of abuse that we have: financial abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, psychological abuse. So it means you need to know all these things. If you don't know, oh my, you are in trouble. Then 2.16, recognize and manage seizures, choking, and anaphylaxis. Another topic, important one you need to know. Then recognize and respond to challenging behavior, providing appropriate safe holding and restraint. If you're a mental health nurse, you should know this. Very good. At least, I'm not saying that you can learn everything, right, before you take the test. But the most important thing is when it comes to most of the nursing procedures, which is an SB, it is something that you've been doing it over and over and over and over. So once maybe you are solving those past questions and you get to see something like maybe de-escalation technique and you don't know what that is, you see something like reminiscence therapy, you don't know what that is, it is your duty to read about it. Don't just brush it off. No, read on it so that you get a fair idea of what that means. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you today. Then once you go down, I mean, they define most of the keywords in the file. There are not that many though. Yeah. So I hope this will help you in your studies, and it will direct you on how to tailor your studies. What we wanted to share with you today, that is where areas where most of the CBT questions will be coming from, and what you need to know. So it's now up to you to read on the topics that they've just put across over there. We will drop the link to this file at the comment section or within the description. You can download the file and read more on it at your own time. Don't forget to watch other videos that we've uploaded on the channel also. Most are past questions, others too are just explanation of some of the past questions, so that you can get to know the rationale behind the answers that we do select, and it goes a long way to help you with the test, in the sense that your way of thinking will be changed when we explain certain things to you according to the way of UK standards. So that's very, very important. Don't forget to comment, share the videos, and like the video. Yes, that is very, very important because it helps the channel to grow, and others get to know more about the channel because of this YouTube algorithm or whatever they call it. So just comment. If in any way our videos has helped you to pass your test also, just drop a comment and show appreciation. That's it. All right, so that will be all for today. All the best, and we upload a second video for the midwife so that they can also get to know where to focus on when it comes to the midwifery CBT. Then in addition to that, we upload more videos. It's not an easy work, to be honest, so we upload more videos, and we explain some questions and other important things as well. Thanks for watching, and have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. Bye-bye.